When you take me seriously, you remember.
That was left out.
No, it wasn't. I told you that.
I wanted to be a DJ.
You bought Daquan DJ equipment.
DJ. Chugga.
Can you show me how to use the DJ equipment?
Chugga. You know I know.
No, you know. This episode is called Are You Contagious?
Contagious. Yo, this is E.Ali in the Toledo.
And Elena Wilson for the bottom of the glass.
And Elena Wilson at the bottom of the glass. Let's get this thing started.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have you came up with a name for your podcast? Yeah. We from the ToLedo. OHIO. We from the ToLedo. OHIO. It's E.Ali in the Toledo. E.Ali. E.Ali. It's E.Ali in the Toledo. E.Ali. E.Ali. We from the ToLedo. OHIO. We from the ToLedo. OHIO. It's E.Ali in the Toledo. E.Ali. E.Ali. It's E.Ali in the Toledo. E.Ali. E.Ali. We from the ToLedo. OHIO. E.Ali in the Toledo. I shorten that song. I think that's kind of outrageous.
Yeah, you only need a couple. You need like just one loop.
Yeah, one loop. So.
Get it done.
But it's just I'm doing I'm everything in that, like the beatboxer, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing all of it. So it's just my effort, I guess. How you doing? You looking nice.
Thank you. You know, I've been on a bus trip today with Mecca Temple 43. We went to Columbus for a fundraiser for the potentate in Columbus. It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
So, trying to brighten up.
Kicked it all day then, huh?
It started at 7 this morning.
7 o'clock.
But I left a little bit more, left a little bit of room for one more drink.
A little more.
So this week, I'm going to do a yak-arita. I'm calling it the yak-arita because it's going to have cognac.
Okay.
And I cannot drink tequila. I have an intolerance for agave and tequila, which is made from agave. And I did not know, and I've been getting sick off tequila for like years and years and years, like going back to like the 2000s. And I would get like a tequila sunrise or something, and would get a bad headache, but I didn't know I had migraines either. So as you get older, you got to kind of learn your triggers in your body, and I realized that I was having the same reaction from agave syrup, just putting agave syrup in some tea that I was getting from tequila. And I talked to one of my cousins. He's an engineer. He's like super smart. And he, was kind of pinpointing like some of my other allergies and was saying, like it's probably like the pollen and some of the foods that you're allergic to. So that's probably what's going on with me and tequila. But I decided to design me a margarita for the Hennessy drinkers.
Hennessy drinkers.
And I'm not gonna go hard.
Now this is your own creation. What's the idea for this?
I did. I made this up because everybody's always drinking margaritas.
Yeah.
Just had what was it? National Margarita Day.
Okay.
On Thursday, and I can't partake.
Because I
can't drink tequila.
Tequila.
And you're not going to go to any restaurant and because usually the margarita is pre-made.
Okay.
So if I'm having like a taco night or anything and I'm inviting people over and I'm making them margaritas, I'm going to make me a yakarita.
A yak.
I'm going to use some fine cognac.
Yak.
So this one is going to start
Hennessy.
with, I'm going to go 2 ounces, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to shake up some for both of us. So I'm going to double it up and I'm going to put 4 ounces, 2 for each of us.
You've been drinking all day, honey. You might want to go light.
Oh, wait, maybe 1.5 each.
Yeah, you might want or just go light. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go Grand Marnier. Most margaritas call for a triple sec, which is orange liqueur. Grand Marnier is orange liqueur and cognac mixed together.
Wow.
One of my favorite liqueurs to use. So I'm going to use that since it's the yak.
Now, what is that? Just a little splasher or some more alcohol?
Yeah, but it's a lot. It's a lot because it's
how much? What's the percentage on that?
It's 40% alcohol, but they go 51% of it is cognac and 49% of it is orange liqueur.
Whoa!
So you can get drunk off of this.
Whoa!
I spent a couple.
How much Hennessy got in there percentage wise?
Hennessy is 40.
40, so we up to 80. Oh shit, this is gasoline.
But we're only using a half of ounce per serving.
This is almost gas.
Y'all know I do my measurements good.
You can start
I don't measure, we get real drunk right here.
You can grow hair on your chest and have babies possibly off this drink.
Oh Lord. And we're gonna go a half an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice.
Give me a half ounce. Give me a half ounce of that smoke.
I squeeze it myself, y'all.
That half ounce don't look like a half ounce.
It was a full ounce because I'm doubling up. I'm gonna do half and half. You gonna have some and I'm gonna have some. And then one of my favorite things to add to drinks. Nobody likes it but me. Sweetened lime, roasted sweetened lime. I drink this with everything, and it's a good mixer for your mixed drinks.
Does that has alcohol in that?
It doesn't. Like even when I make drinks for the kids' parties, I use this or grenadine because they're alcohol free.
Okay.
It just adds like a cute little color and taste for the kids' drinks.
Little coloring.
So I'm gonna shake.
Ooh la la.
I'm gonna shake this up. I already have some ice in there.
Shake.
I just take a tumbler and then a plastic cup. My shaking ain't that good.
Okay, don't get it on nothing now. This equipment out here.
I usually have my oldest son do all my shaking. Anything that needs shaking, I have him do it, but he ain't here. So then you just pop that off.
Did you need me to do some shaking, baby?
Oh, and I forgot to get my strainer. Hold on.
Oh shit. She got to come out of frame. Lolly dolly. Oh my God. Preparation.
Strain some. That's from that shaking.
Okay. Shake, rattle.
The strainer kind of keeps the foam out, and I don't like.
This is a yakarita.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Been drinking since 7. I've been drinking all day.
So yeah,
I could never drink all fucking day.
we took breaks. We definitely took breaks.
Nothing.
Did a little bit of. They had some vendors. Did a little dancing, eating. Took a break.
They have a couch. I bet you they ain't have a
couch in the bathroom.
I
the
bet you.
bathroom was really nice. It was
I
crazy.
bet you they ain't have a couch in there.
They had at the hall. There was couches in the bathroom. There was 2 couches in the bathroom.
Ooh.
Right, it was weird.
Yeah.
It looked so nice. It was crazy. It had like this real nice vanity that looked like it was supposed to be a dresser.
Not a couch in the bathroom.
But
Cut
the
it
toilet
out.
wasn't in there. They had stalls, so it had like a lobby. Like just when you go to the mall, they have the family section. It was just like that. So they had the part. It was like kind of like a little lobby part where it was couches and mirrors and stuff like that, and then the bathroom was over to the side. But I've never been to a hall that had such a fancy bathroom.
But I'm just saying, in terms of I'm sure they wouldn't have couches for the most part because it's like, you motherfuckers gonna be.
It's a day party.
Motherfucker. No, I'm just saying, motherfucker get to laying around and going to sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
That part.
People could have slept on the bus if they needed a nap. Because the bus had to stay there and wait for us. But I went about that life. And my brother came up there. So
oh, cool. Yeah, got to see your brother, huh?
Brother, yes. So last week we missed a week of recording.
Yeah.
It was my birthday.
Y'all see me on there.
Yeah.
And we got photos and shit like that we'll be putting on. Probably I'd show some photos, some shit we was doing out there.
Yeah, you was live for like a good amount of time. We went to a R&B Bowl, so it was karaoke and bowling.
That was dope over there. What Strike
fun.
It? What
All
was
Strikes.
It? All Strikes.
All
yeah,
Strikes.
That's dope.
Black owned.
Black owned. Yeah.
41Shine.
41Shine. Yeah, 41Shine for All Strikes. You said bowling alley. Yeah, they did a good job over there. They got some good service, food, drink stiff, beer code, good lanes, bowling shoes don't stink. So hey, shit, you can bowl, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got the DJ. They had the DJ shit. I'm supposed to be doing an interview with a brother. Think it was Live Beyond or something like that, clothing.
Okay.
But he was inside the bowling alley selling his clothing. He had his little thing out there, and I thought that was real aggressive.
Oh, yeah, and they had the packaging and everything with their logo.
Man, he a dog with his shit, man. Shouts out to that brother. Gotta plug him.
Yeah, so I thought I was gonna get on here and talk to y'all about my birthday, but then I got sick, and I caught myself being really, really good with quarantining myself away from the sick people, because like, if you know me, you know, like, I need a bubble. I need to live in a bubble. I'm always sick. So I thought I was on a good path. My son was sick last week. I quarantined myself away from him. And then I think that the just being in the house, the germs spread from him to you, and then from you to me.
Are you contagious?
Are you contagious? That really got to be a thing I say before I let people
contagious?
Come in. Are you contagious before I let you come in here? Yeah. Because I guess, we're in a season where sickness is running rampant.
And then I just heard also, because we had a light winter, expect that it's going to be a high allergy season and shit that too. So get prepared, prepare ourselves for that. So, sneezing.
I feel like you don't hear about the cold anymore. You know what I mean? Like, anybody just having the common cold, or what they call a upper respiratory infection. Yeah. It's like they always got to put a little spice on it. Mm-hmm. So we got all this new stuff. Right now, we're in the middle of a bad flu season. That's what I think I had. I think I had the flu. I had never had the flu before. So it was just weird to me because I'm like, I'm sick, but I'm not coughing. But I feel like I got hit by a car. Like, my body hurt. My head keep hurting. And my sister's a nurse. Hi, Nurse Jasmine. She said, girl, you got the flu. I'm like, what?
They just calling it the flu now.
She's like, girl, it's the flu. And then I looked it up, and it was like all the symptoms were there. Yeah. And I'm used to getting colds. I get about 3-4 colds a year, but I haven't had a cold. Look, knock on wood, because it's like nobody gets colds anymore. It's like, do you have flu, COVID, or RSV?
I mean, now tell me, have you ever had COVID?
I have had COVID twice.
Okay, so twice. So tell me, that flu and that COVID, which one was? Which one?
The first time I had COVID, it was probably the just real mild. I didn't even believe that I had COVID. I did have shortness of breath. I lost my taste buds, but I didn't get really sick. I was still working. I was going to the job, turning in work, getting work, working from home. I had to get a note to go back to work because their protocols were super strict, but nobody else in the house, got sick. The second time I had
but the first time too, also I must say, because I was around,
yeah,
and I recall that I was real helpful in terms of not letting you freak out mentally,
from the moment.
Because
you can announced, it was like don't freak out. But you need to go get a COVID test. I was at work. Like,
don't get your mind all twisted up, because you can mentally you can make yourself sicker than what you possibly are. Like,
I think
especially
also,
with COVID.
Yeah,
COVID was so people didn't have.
That was 2020.
It was new, and then nobody known, and then they was throwing all that stuff around, and the numbers was high at people dying. Everything was. Anything that you went into the hospital because it was funny because like the flu didn't exist no more, wasn't no more natural deaths. Everything was COVID. So it was like, yeah, they played a trick. Like it was tricky with that one.
That was the first
I don't want to say they played a trick or I don't want to get us hit, but it was just,
the second time
it was misinformation.
It was like, oh, I get what they was talking about now.
Yeah, okay.
I was on that couch. That was, 2 Christmases ago? I was on that couch. I had fevers. My sister was sick.
Yeah.
I remember Instacarting her a thermometer.
Shit.
I'm like, girl, it's like, I don't know. It was like she felt like she got sick going out with our younger cousins. None of them got sick, but she got sick. And I don't know if I got sick from being around her because we work in the office together, but we was toe up. The second time I'm like, okay, I get it. You ain't no joke. Yeah. You ain't no hoe. I get it. Okay, I'm gonna wear my mask. I got you. This flu, it wasn't as bad as the second COVID. It was just, it affected my body so heavily. I was so tired, and my body hurted every time I got out the bed, and my head kept hurting.
Oh shit!
And the headache is, headache is the thing for me. If I get a headache, it's gonna take me out. So. Yeah.
So what's up with this RSV? What is that though?
Something new.
It's respiratory. What is it?
It's a respiratory virus.
Illness.
Yeah.
Mostly affecting babies and the elderly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds like.
It sounds like pneumonia.
A sidekick of sidekick of COVID, or what is that?
Yeah, it's like I've heard about it before, but it was really, really mild.
Yeah.
And I thought it was only babies could get it.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess the elderly is subject to this. For the most part, it's
system.
Somebody
And I just say, if you know that you're sick,
always want to get the babies and the elderly, huh?
Yeah.
Take out the money and then stop. Wow.
But I think it's just because they're the fragile immune system. A baby's immune system has not developed, and the elderly's immune system has ran its course, and it's like at the end. So
yeah, I get that.
But I feel like a lot of the time with the illnesses and sicknesses and like measles, for instance, it's like a crazy outbreak of measles right now because people don't get vaccinated for that. Now, I understand like the COVID vaccine. We don't even know what that is. Why were we taking this? Y'all didn't show and prove. But if it's something that's been around forever, like the measles or like chicken pox, like why aren't we getting our kids vaccinated for that? Because it's been proven that this keeps this down. You know what I mean? We haven't been proven anything about a COVID vaccine. We've definitely been proven about measles and mumps and all that kind of stuff. So I just said, like,
I'm like, that stuff has already been eradicated though, to the point where
it's not eradicated because people are not vaccinating anymore. So now,
I'm saying
all it takes is one person and then it spreads.
I'm saying for the most part, like they start doing that with the babies early on though, right?
Yeah, but you can refuse. You can refuse. It's really not an American problem per se. It's mostly a European problem right now. Like it's crazy, but if people going to Europe and coming here, and then they're exposing to kids who haven't got vaccinated yet, or their parents are refusing, that's what's causing a problem.
Yeah,
So,
that's wow.
yeah.
See, I think for the most part it should be heavy restrictions when people coming in and out, especially like they need to cut that out with that, like
For sure.
put a little more restrictions on just the protocols in terms of the health ramifications, where you been, if it's an outbreak of this, that, and that. Okay, you need to quarantine right here for a couple of days. Let's see what's going on. Cause before you come in, all you got to do is throw a motherfucker in a hotel somewhere, a quarantine spot.
That's what they were doing with the reality shows during the pandemic. They were putting them in a hotel. They had to stay in a hotel for 14 days. And they've actually lowered that now, where they're saying quarantine now is only 5 days, but that's only if you've been tested positive. And then if you don't have any symptoms, it's like have y'all seen in the stores now where they're taking down the plexiglass? There's no more masks. It's like they like whatever now.
Well, no, they to me they almost gonna force people to quit because a lot of people ain't gonna go for that. And then for me, I prefer the plexiglass right there with the tenant. That's cool. That ain't offensive to me. I don't,
Yeah, I wasn't.
And then just on the aspect, if you get somebody, I know some people, and then sometimes if your mouth is wet and you talking. Occasionally, you could have some droplets fly up out of your mouth. Occasionally, if you one of them,
that's where the sickness comes from.
If you one of them motherfuckers that blah, blah, talk like that and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, shit, I feel that part, but I noticed I was driving down the other day, Detroit. Also, I was over there on the north, coming up on LaGrange. Where I was at, I was on Manhattan, and I noticed the billboards. Biggest day. Lucas County Health Department then renovated those signs, and there's a public health crisis here in Toledo for syphilis.
Yeah, and it's not just Toledo. I actually seen it on, what is it, Good Morning America? It scrolled across the screen. It said, nationwide, the syphilis rates are the highest that they've been since the 1950s. And back then, it wasn't a lot of education. Now it's too much education, too many means for people to be spreading syphilis like that. And it's like it made me go and do research. Like I was all on the health department website, all on the CDC website. And
you got some stuff?
I got some stuff. One thing that I found crazy, because we're talking about where we're from. We're talking about Ohio. They said back in 2016, they came up with a project where they were doing research about like where the syphilis is coming from in the places where it was that resulted in 70% of all cases. Only 9 states accounted for 70% of all cases of syphilis in the U.S. Under those 9, Ohio. So that's where we fall. And we are one of the bigger counties, so we are more affected than some of the other counties. So you guys I don't know what y'all doing out there, but I just want to know. And it said really was
put some no.
One of the things that's going on really.
Quit sharing meat.
And one of the things that's going on, and not to ostracize any one community, but they are strongly suggesting that mothers, pregnant mothers, because there was a lot of babies with syphilis and a lot of stillborn babies with syphilis. So mothers and men who have sex with men. Those are like the highest cases that we have in Lucas County. So you guys want to make sure, however you getting down.
Babies can be born with syphilis?
Yes, babies can be born with syphilis if the mother has it. It transfers. It either can transfer from a sore on your genitals and somebody touching that sore with their genitals or their mouth, or from a mother to a baby. So, guys got to do what y'all got to do to protect yourself, because it's going crazy. And then not only that, it's like syphilis is on the rise. But I'm gonna tell you the stats, because it seems like they're kind of behind. So like for 2023, they're not gonna have the stats until September of this year. But the stats for 2022, and this is the United States, there was 1.6 million cases of chlamydia, and that's a decrease. There was over 648,000 cases of gonorrhea. That's an increase.
Wow.
207,000 cases of syphilis, and that's an 80% increase. And then there was over 3,000, almost 4,000 cases of newborns born with syphilis, and that was 183% increase. So, and it said the most anybody can get an STD, but the most affected populations are young people from 15 to 24, gay and bisexual men, pregnant people, and it says racial and ethnic minority groups. And then the numbers are slated because everybody don't go get checked. So people sit on it, and you can die from syphilis. Al Capone died from syphilis.
Al Capone.
Yeah. So
yeah, you can be a gangster and fall off. Your ass can be running around here.
You know, back then, using condoms was taboo. So I can see why that happened back then, but today it ain't no excuse.
No, what's going on with the HPV?
Now, I feel like syphilis is taking the place of where HPV was. And I remember back in like the early 2000s, they were saying something like 90-something% of the population had HPV. It was just like something crazy. But it was like HPV can go away, but if it doesn't go away, it creates genital warts or cancer. So they started doing vaccines for that. Like, they make you get that in school. Like, your kid can't come to school without that vaccine. They start giving it to them around, like, 9. Like, I know both of my kids have had that. Because I guess they said we would rather do that than have to treat the cancer later or the genital warts later. And it was so bad that they had to create. It started, I started hearing about HPV when I was, like, in my 20s, my early 20s. Is when I start hearing about it. Just, as a young lady, we got to go to the doctor every year, so I kind of stay up on that.
Yeah.
And then I noticed over time, by the time my children got a little bit older, they had that vaccine that they make you get to come to school.
Now, what's up with this motherfucker, Imgen?
What is Imgen? Look, I was on
I don't know what the fuck is Imgen. Is M, capital M-G-E-N.
Okay, so Imgen is short for Mycoplasma genitalium. It is a STD that can go to, it can go across. It's not just for men or women. Anybody can get it. It can spread anyway. It seems like they just figured this out. They don't even know where it comes from. But I've seen that with some of the other stuff. They we don't know where it come from, but they know that.
So how the fuck you name it?
They probably just named it.
I'm saying, how do you come up with a name that you don't know where something come from?
Yeah.
How the fuck you just make something?
I guess they all get names like gonorrhea, syphilis. They all
okay,
get names.
but I'm just saying, is it something? Is it something that dwarfs from one of those other ones, and then now you just gonna make some shit up? But it was Imgen is a untreated or a halfway treated gonorrhea.
I guess they got a test for it. But they got a test and they got meds you can take for it. But to me, it was just it wasn't enough information.
Yeah.
They said that it could lead to pelvic inflammatory disease. Now I don't know if that affects men.
Pelvis?
I know it affects women. It could cause women to be infertile.
Oh.
So if that goes untreated, it can cause a woman to be infertile. They, like I said, the CDC didn't have a lot on it, so it seems like it's something that they're still studying. And I just noticed over time, it's a lot of that with disorders and diseases, just like COVID. We still trying to figure that out. So I think this is one of those ones where they in the name of it, the mycoplasma genitalia is your genitals, of course. Mycoplasma, I ain't sciencey.
Microplasma.
Somebody get in the comments and tell me what
that
that
shit
means.
sounds space age. Hey man, hit your like, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Leave comments, inspiration. Hate too. Like if you hating shit, leave that shit too, man. You don't like what the fuck we doing, leave that, because all we gonna do is dissect what you don't like, right? And then just try to do it better.
That part.
Now, what the fuck is this BV and that only supposed to affect women? Because like I said, I was
what it is, but you won't know what it is.
No. Like you said, like I said the other day, I was driving down. What's the name? That's the why we talking about the shit, because me and her was just kicking the bobos. But like I said, I was driving down Detroit, coming down Detroit to Monroe, Detroit and Bancroft. Then later on, went out Manhattan, and I seen Lucas County, had bought the billboards, and they was advertising that shit. Syphilis was a concern, so.
And if you go
once
to the
I
health
told her that
website, it says dangerously high level.
Yeah, once I told her that, she said, "What? Man," and she started doing, wow, yeah, that's what we talking about, because, like, shit, people ain't paying attention, ain't reading, ain't seeing that shit, but on that sign, it says it's syphilis out here crazy. So you hitting some new booty, man, you better, hey, you better scrub,
and that,
you better be, you hitting some new shit.
And there is a website that I found online. It's called ohiv.org, and you can order free condoms.
Whoa.
They have condoms. They have latex free condoms. They have dental dam.
Latex.
For the lesbian ladies.
Latex.
They have lubricant. So they'll send you a packet. I did put in the order because I want to see what it's going to be like. I was hoping that it would have came before we did this episode, but I'm still waiting on my package. It's been about 2 weeks, but I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to keep y'all updated to see if it comes and what comes in my package. But for any of these problems, condoms is like a solution. But I want to talk about BV because as a woman, men don't understand how sensitive our innies is. Y'all got an outie, we got an innie. It's very sensitive. BV is the cheating disease. Okay, there's no other way to get BV. BV is caused when you mixing one woman with another woman. So you
ain't wash your dick.
And not necessarily, because you could wash up and it still could be some juices, because you can't wash up in there.
You ain't wash up. You ain't wash your man's.
But
like you crazy,
you
ain't throw a condom on one of them.
That part for sure.
Somebody need a condom on one of them. Like you got to be a psycho.
So to me, that's like the tell.
Or you got to be your nickname Mick Jagger if you do some shit like that, man. Yeah, you Mick Jagger.
Because every woman has different pHs, right? So you sleep with one woman, her pH is different. You're gonna bring her pH to the other woman, and then that's gonna instantly make this woman smell bad.
And you bring all them 7. What is they say? 7 years.
What 7 years?
What's the connection of the numbers they say and.
I don't know.
I'm saying you ever heard that saying that you just not sleeping with that one individual. You also sleeping with the multiple individual.
The past people,
that's within a time. So it's like
when I was in junior high school, they used to have a chart.
Yeah.
Where it would tell you this is to start with the one person.
One person.
And then as soon as
it was 7.
Sleeps with one person, then it multiplied. Then that person.
Yeah.
Then it multiplies.
Yeah. That chart. I seen that chart too. That's the one I'm talking about. That chart to show you like you could have one person, but from that one person, it's probably about 50 motherfuckers over there in the closet.
And I guess you don't.
Pause, not closet, but it's 50 motherfuckers under the couch or something shit like.
But for real, getting back to the serious stuff. You definitely got to protect yourself. Unless you poly, I don't even see why you just dating. Look, find you that one. Have healthy conversations about your sex life so you don't feel the need to cheat. You have to tell your partner what you want. If you don't feel comfortable, that person is probably not for you, or you're not comfortable within yourself. But you have to tell your partner what you want and what you need, and that way you don't have the need to cheat. Like, to me, cheating is really selfishness.
She been drinking all day too, y'all.
Unless you poly.
Understand?
But again, still, if you poly, you still can spread BV because your 2 girlfriends' coochies is 9 times out of 10 not gonna like each other. But also, it's like other things, because women, we have innies. It's other things that can make our systems kind of low. So we gotta be the advocate for ourselves, because it's more things that we can do to ourselves to harm ourselves than what y'all can do, just by using certain cleaning products. And like, I don't even know why they still making douches for real in 2024, because I don't know nowhere where that's safe.
Let us pray.
Health is health. Health is wealth. Because if you ain't here to live and breathe another day.
Yeah.
But I guess that's my spiel.
That's the spiel.
I just wanted to, and that can affect babies too.
Babies.
So I just, and that's not all of them, okay? Because we still got the oldies. We still got the oldies but baddies. We still got the herpes.
You still got all that.
If somebody give you herpes, you're gonna be having that for the rest of your life. HIV and AIDS. Pelvic inflammatory disease, again, like I said, that can make a woman infertile. Trichomonas. I don't know, do they still have crabs? People still get crabs?
I'm sure.
I mean,
but you got all them other ones, shit. Everything else in the play too.
I think the bed bugs ate the crabs.
Bed bugs and shit too. Shit. You gonna have bed bugs, crabs, and roaches all on your shit. Hey, this E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, an episode of the bottom of the glass with Miss Elena Wilson. It's been fun. It's been entertaining. It's also been educational. We got a public health crisis in our city. Syphilis is at a all-time high. The highs has been reported as high since these highs ain't been reported since the 50s, man. So motherfuckers is woo. You need to get, it's more than taking a bath. You got to get a checkup.
My chart. Ask to see their
my chart. Yeah, get that and that, man, and stay informed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Strap up, be monogamous, or both.
Yeah, strap up, and shit. Put a whole body bag on and shit too, man. Like, it's all kind of shit in this motherfucker. But this E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, man, bottom of the glass, again, with Miss Elena. It's been fun with you guys, man. We appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share, do all that. You know what I mean? Plug us in, man. We trying to develop this show, trying to bring it, trying to bring a different perspective for Toledo. Show a different aspect of, how we can do and communicate and relate. our drink of the day was, what was that again?
The
Baby,
Yakarita.
A Yakarita. We've been drinking Yakaritas and shit, and she been drinking straight Hennessy and all kind of shit. But the Yakarita, tell them what the Yakarita consists of, love, real quick, and
Your
and we can
cognac
get
of choice for me is Hennessy, lime, fresh squeezed lime juice, Grand Marnier, which is orange liqueur and cognac, and Rose's sweet lime juice. Shake it all up, pour it over ice. If you fancy, put it in the ice with a blender. Get you an icy one. Make it how you want to make it. That's for the non-tequila drinkers.
Don't drink too much, and then go get checked up too after you get sobered up and shit, because that's motherfucking syphilis and all this other shit high as fuck out here. Stick to your one partner. If not, put your strap your shit on. Young ladies, if he trying to come to the party without something, I suggest that you have your own tools or your own condoms, so that you can give to that young man before you allow him to partake.
And order you some from, get you some free ones from ohiv.org.
Yeah.
Get you a free condom pack.
Who got the 41Shine this week? The 41Shine was all strike bowling alley over there off Detroit. What is down Detroit and is that Telegraph? Mm-hmm. When it turned into Telegraph over there. Hey, you want to bowl? Hang out, man, throw a party and shit like that. I threw my grandson party 2 years ago out there over there. They got it's popping, man. Black owned. So check them out. Hey, it's been nice, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
Next time.
That's it.
Okay.
That's how that shit'll go. I know your day was exhausted as fuck.
Have you ever seen me get up you seen me get up there early one time. That was when we was going to Florida. To go get the
I seen you get up at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, to let you in.
You been up at 2:00 in the morning.
Throwing pebbles at my damn.
Turn off the lights and light a candle.
I ain't gonna lie, I was thirsty.
Bing, bing, bing. Oh yeah, you was thirsty as fuck.
Cause ain't no way.
You was thirsty, and then on top of that, I had the key. I had the key.
I guess that's just developed over time because we're almost 8 years in. Once I put that mask on, get up under the covers, you throw no pebbles at my damn. But you know what? If you think back then, I offered you a key. You didn't accept it, though. I offered you a key, so you ain't have to keep waking me up. But,
yeah, that's what it was. You was trying to. But just to be able to get up that time, like,
I was down the stairs, come down the stairs.
Clumsy and shit.
What
do you want, a sandwich?
That wasn't even cute.
Do you want a sandwich? That's what you should have. Yeah. You want a sandwich, baby?
You definitely wouldn't get no sandwich at 2 in the morning.
I'd rather give you a sandwich than some spread.
Oh, who rather? You?
I'm saying for you, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it have been better for us to give up some spread? A sandwich than some spread?
Because if I'm sleepy, I'm already in the bed. We do. Then I just roll back over, go back to sleep. Once I get up and start making sandwiches, that's going to throw my whole sleep pattern.